Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. And don't you cry, don't you shed a tear, because we are going to be talking about the Tearhaunch Greaves. Ha ha. Ha ha. The Tearhaunch Greaves are actually exceptionally good Greaves, and quite honestly can work on a myriad of characters, but most notably Paladin, because they give you +2 Vigor. Just give it to you, straight up. You don't have to put any points in, you don't have to do anything, it just slaps it to you, which is absolutely nice. Helps you run around faster, helps you keep your stamina, and all at a lowly level of level 29, which is pretty cool. Now, the Tearhaunch Greaves have a defense of 63, and a strength requirement of 70, which is relatively high for level 29, and will restrict some people from using these boots. It has a level requirement of 29, which is relatively low, and really pretty nice faster run walk of 20%. Now, granted, you can get 30 and 40% faster run walk boots, which you will have to keep in mind. But this does have some other things to offer besides just faster run walk. It also gives the Paladin +2 to Vigor, which when you put them on will actually just simply give you the Vigor skill. As you can see, now I have the Vigor skill, and my plus to skills is increasing it to 7. So if I go in here and I actually pull out my Vigor aura, I now have 32% faster run walk, 200% max stamina, and 200% stamina recovery rate. So now I can run around faster just for having these beautiful boots on. Now, it also has a defense bonus of 60 to 80%, a defense of 35, +5 strength requirement. +5 strength, +5 dex, and all resistance is 10. Now, the 5 strength is going to give you more damage and allow you to put on equipment. The +5 dexterity is going to give you a little bit more block chance and give you a little bit more defense and attack rating. And the all resistance is 10 is welcome as well, because it's going to give you what you need to beef your character up a little bit, as far as defenses. Now, we also have to take a look at these on a assassin. And the reason why we're going to take a look at these on an assassin is because boots actually have a special mechanic, much like shields, which is where they only show you their kick damage on an assassin character. So we're going to take these over to my test assassin, and we're going to take a look at the kick damage. Now, as far as I know, the kick damage should be 10 to 20, but I want you guys to see it. So you can see we have a kick damage of 10 to 20, which means that these are actually some of the best boots that an assassin can use in early on before they start getting into Nightmare and Hell difficulty boots. Obviously, Nightmare and Hell difficulty boots have much higher kick damage. Take, for instance, comparing them to Goblin Toes, which have a kick damage of 8 to 16. The 10 to 20 on the Tearhaunch Greaves is higher, although you do get that nice 25% crushing blow on the Goblin Toes. So let's take a look and see what these are like if we upgrade them, shall we? So we're going to upgrade them, and to upgrade them, we're going to need a Shale Rune, a Tal Rune, and we're going to need a Perfect Diamond. And I do believe we are out of Perfect Diamonds, so I will be right back. I actually have a stockpile. All right, fresh from the Perfect Diamond mines, we've got our Shale and our Tal and our Perfect Diamond, and we're going to upgrade these Tearhaunches to the next tier. So we're going to go from 63 defense, kick damage of 10 to 20, strength requirement of 70, and level 29 to a War Boots with a defense of 130, kick damage of 39 to 80, and strength requirement of 125 with level 34. So not a very bad 1-tier upgrade there. I feel like that upgrade for 1 tier is actually pretty sweet, and it increases the kick damage if you happen to have these on an assassin. It increases the defense, and the level requirement didn't go up too terribly much. Unfortunately, the strength requirement it did. So this is going to be something that is for higher strength characters. And if you wanted to upgrade these one more time, you would have to use a Lem, a Co-Rune, and a Perfect Diamond. And that is going to take these from War Boots, which are 130 defense, 125 strength, level 34, with a kick damage of 39 to 80, to kick damage of 83 to 149, 155 defense, 208 strength requirement, and level 77. And they become Myrmidon Greaves. Now, that upgrade from Tier 2 to Tier 3 is a bit drastic, and going to 208 strength requirement on these is pretty terrible. If you didn't have access to some high kick damage boots, like, for instance, Shadow Dancers or Gore Riders, maybe you could justify putting these on a Kick Assassin for the kick damage, but I don't really see any other reason to upgrade these other than that. I would probably keep them at Tier 2, which I feel like is a much better place than the Tier 3 versions. All in all, the Tearhaunch Greaves are an amazing set of Greaves that give you faster run walk, all resistances, bonuses to your stats, and also, if you happen to be a Paladin, free Vigor aura. Which who doesn't like free Vigor aura? You get around faster, you can recover your stamina faster, and in general, just make your playthrough a little bit quicker. If you happen to find these on a Paladin, you could even keep them in your cube to swap in and out for Vigor aura as you run around town and do various tasks. That would save you having to go down the tree on your Paladin to have to put the points in. And let's go take a look at our Paladin, and let's see how many points this would actually save us if we wanted to avoid putting points into Vigor. Now, certain characters actually do put points into Vigor no matter what. Like, for instance, Hammerdens usually have a point in Vigor because they are building the synergies. But this particular character does not. So I'm going to save myself 1, 2, 3 points. Or sorry, 4 points actually. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. 4 skill points so that I can have a free Vigor to use as I please. Which is not bad at all, honestly. Now, granted, if you were a utility paladin and you were going to go down this way anyway, so maybe you wanted to put 1 point into meditation, maybe you wanted to put 1 point into cleansing for the purposes of utility, at that point, it's only a 2-point investment. You would have to put 1 point defiance and 1 point into vigor. Now, if you are going to put 1 point into Holy Shield, I usually recommend at least putting 1 point into Defiance so that you get that 15% defense bonus. And at that point, you're only a 1 skill point investment. But it really depends on how you have your character built and whether or not you want that free Vigor aura. Now, granted, there are other choices for boots. You can obviously use Goblin Toes, which have 25% crushing blow. You could be using Gore Riders, which have the nice deadly strike, the open wounds, and the crushing blow. You could also be utilizing faster run walk boots in general. So 40% faster run walk boots are available, like, for instance, Alders. And I mean, in general, they are just nice boots to have, and if you have them, chances are they're better than a lot of the crap that you have on. They don't have any resistances other than the +10, though, and you may find that when you get to Nightmare difficulty and Hell difficulty, the +10 isn't enough, but when used in combination with other nice pieces of equipment, the +10 can cap you off, which is certainly not bad. Now, where can you find Tearhaunch Greaves? Let's go over to Silos Pen and let's take a look at the calculator, and we'll talk about that. So Silos Pen is a website that offers drop probability chances for specific items. So we're going to look for the Tearhaunches. We're going to pretend we have about 150% magic find, and we're going to look at bosses. So probability of dropping from bosses in normal difficulty looks like a 1 in 150 chance from Baal during a quest drop. Diablo for a quest drop. 1 in 226 for Diablo without the quest drop, which is not very bad at all. Mephisto in Hell has that's quest. Let's not look at the quests. Baal in normal difficulty has a pretty high chance. Dariel in Nightmare difficulty has a pretty high chance. We also have Mephisto and Diablo and Baal in Nightmare difficulty all have pretty high chances. And even Andariel in Hell has a pretty high chance. So not bad there. And let's take a look at super uniques. So we've got the Cow King in Nightmare and Hell difficulty. Both have a pretty high chance. As well as Neelathak in normal and Nightmare difficulty. The Summoner in Nightmare difficulty. Radamant, the Countess, Sharptooth Slayer, Frozentine, Pindle Skin, Thresh Socket. These are all normal difficulty ones right here. It's not bad. So you could farm Pindle Skin in normal difficulty for a chance to get yourself a pair of Tearhaunches. A lot of this stuff comes in handy, especially when you're solo self-found. If you're farming specific zones for specific pieces of equipment, like for instance, let's say for instance you are a solo self-found character and you're just trying to find gear. You're just trying to beef up your character a little bit. You can't handle Nightmare yet, and you're trying to get your character a little bit stronger. Well, a pair of Tearhaunches can certainly make you stronger. And if you're farming Pindle Skin in normal difficulty to try and get yourself equipment because you can't handle Nightmare difficulty, finding pieces of equipment like this from Pindle Skin can be very, very valuable to you. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, even when they are about a very sad item like the Tearhaunch Greaves. So don't cry, I have more videos coming, and as always, keep watching.